Hello and welcome to this week's edition of the Cosy Corner. And tonight we're going to be featuring young musicians from Longford and Westmeath. On banjos we have Paddy Farrell from Callaghan and Owen Smith from Edristown. From Balnacarrigy in County Westmeath we have Luke Price on guitar, and on drums we have Ronan Callaghan. Paddy, Owen and Ronan are members of the Joe Callaghan Cultus branch in Edristown, named after Ronan's grandfather, Joe Callaghan. So if I could begin with you, Owen. Owen, you come from a family that's steeped in music. Tell me a little bit about it.
Yeah, there's lots of music in my family, you could say. Myself, my two sisters, Nadine and Kirsten, and my father, we all play music.
And yourself and your father were part of the Oundloss Céilí band that made it last year to the All-Ireland, I believe.
We did, yeah. With a bit of luck, we got to the All-Ireland and it was a great experience.
Right, so tell me a little bit about being part of a Céilí band that gets through to an All-Ireland. Was it difficult?
Yeah, you could say that. There was lots of practices every week. I'd say about 2 or 3 hours every Sunday from January, I'd say, till August. Around that, yeah. non-stop.
Huge commitment.
Oh yeah, massive.
And how did you get to meet up with these lads, Ronan and Luke and Paddy?
Well, I met Paddy going to Sean Marshall for lessons on the banjo,
Yeah.
and he introduced me to Luke. And then I knew Ronan from, I actually went to school with him in Outtake, and I knew him for the music as well. So.
And you come together quite often.
Ah yeah, fair bit now, play sessions together and all that sort of stuff.
You also take part in competitions, and you go down the country as well to various flaciols and so on.
Ah yes, sure, why not, we're young, aren't we?
Right. You have a second set of tunes.
Yeah, it's 4 tunes. I think it's 2 jigs, 2 reels, and I only know the name of one. It's called Willie Coleman. So.
Right. It gives me great pleasure now to introduce Shannon Browne from Edgeworthstown. Shannon, you're very welcome to the Cosy Corner.
Thank you.
Shannon, when did you start to play the harp?
When I was 8.
Right, it's a very difficult instrument. Why did you decide to take the harp up?
I just liked the sound of it, and there was a harp school in Granard, so decided to try it there.
And you've had great success, haven't you?
Yeah.
Tell me a little bit about that.
I won a gold medal in the Leinster finals.
Right. And who teaches you now?
Emer Kenny.
And that's part of the...
Mullingar Harp School.
Right. So, what are you going to play for me tonight, Shannon?
Eleanor Plunkett.
Right, okay. My God, lads, that's amazing. Luke, you're a member of Balnacarrigy Comhaltas. Have you a large Comhaltas group up there?
We have a very large Comhaltas group, yeah. It's the majority of the Comhaltas group now be a lot of young musicians at the moment. It's kind of all the sessions be really ran by Joe Kinnear down there, and Chairman Willie Penrose is very good at organising stuff as well. So yeah, a lot of young musicians down there, so it's going good. And
Balnacarrigy has hosted a festival for the last couple of years.
Oh, it has, the Trad Fest. Yeah, it went very, very well. First year it went absolutely brilliant, and all years through it's just been magnificent. Like, so they've great acts like Damien Milan and Jig Jam, Wee Banjo Tree. Very good.
Yeah,
very good there.
Attracted huge names.
Oh, it has, yeah, definitely.
Look, I first got to know you as a wee lad down in Gurteen at the Junior Davy Bowron Summer School. So, and you play Bowron.
I do indeed, yeah. I do indeed.
You still play?
I do, yeah. I still play. Not as much now anymore. Now the guitar have kind of taken over, but still playing away.
You're part of a band.
I am.
But you don't play strictly trad.
We would know be a lot of kind of mixture of everything, more modern stuff as well. But you always have a few trad songs in there to keep the crowd happy, like so.
Yeah, you're the lead singer with the band.
I would be, yeah. I'd be the lead singer. So.
Well, you come from a great musical background there. Your mum Josephine features at a lot of the trad sessions, sings, and your uncle is Seamus Brogan, the very famous Shannon singer.
That's it, yeah.
So, you've grown up, with the background steeped in singing.
That's it, yeah. No, I've been singing all my life really now, since I was 7. I only started singing Shannon singing when I was about 10 or 11, but I kind of just drifted away from that. But it's always good to stick to your roots, like, and do a few Shannon songs, yourself. So.
And you have a song for me tonight.
I do. I'm going to do a song called The Rocks of Bawn. It's one of the first Shannon songs I've done, and kind of going to back myself on the guitar as well. So.
Okay.
Come all you loyal heroes, wherever you may be. Don't hire with any master until you know what your work will be. For you must rise up early, from the clear daylight till the dawn. But I'm afraid I'll never be able to plough the rocks of Bawn. My shoes, they are well worn now, my stockings, they are thin, but my heart is always trembling. Well, I'm afraid I might give in. Well, my heart is always trembling, from the clear daylight till dawn. But I'm afraid I'll never be able to plough the rocks of Bawn. My curse attends a Sweeney, you have me nearly robbed. Well, you're sitting by the fireside with a Eugene in your gob. Well, you're sitting by the fireside from the clear daylight till the dawn. Well, I'm afraid I'll never be able to plough the rocks of Bawn. And I wish the Sergeant Major would send for me in time and place me in his regiment, all in my youth and pride. Well, I'll fight for Ireland's glory from the clear daylight till the dawn. Well, I'm afraid I'll never be able to plough the rocks of Bawn.
Thank you, Luke. That was superb. Sadly, lads, our time at the Cosy Corner for this week is drawing to a close. To you who have been watching at home, thank you for watching. Please tune in for next week's edition. Paddy, Owen, Luke and Ronan, thank you very much for joining me this week. For this last set, we're going to be joined by Maeve Donnelly. Maeve is a renowned Shannon dancer from Edgeworthstown who has a dance school there. What's the set of tunes, Owen?
I think it's the Vanny's Boat and the Fox Hunter.
Okay.